Hi everyone, I'm Jay.
And I'm Sylvia.
I'm a physiotherapist and I specialise in joint pain. Today we're going to be taking you through a series of exercises focused on our fingers, hands and wrists.
I find these particular exercises really useful because I spend an awful lot of time on the computer during the day.
Absolutely. We use our hands a lot throughout the day for repetitive movements, like using your computer, as Sylvia says, using our phones, picking things up and carrying them. So the exercises we're going to go through today are going to be focused on building strength and helping us with our range of movement. Now before we start, do remember that everyone's different, so go at your own level and take these exercises at your own pace. If you've got any questions, address these to your healthcare professional. Now we're not going to need a great deal of space today. You can do these exercises stood up, but Sylvia and I are going to be sat down at the table because we will need a table for some of these exercises. So, first exercise we're going to do is going to be the finger strengthening exercises. Sylvia and I are going to use a piece of kitchen towel, but you can use a tea towel as well at home. So we're going to begin by opening up our hands and placing our palm flat on the kitchen towel there. And for this exercise we need to squeeze the fingers together and scrunch up the towel as we do so. Really make sure that you're pressing into the pads of your fingers as you do this exercise. Should we give it a go, Sylvia?
Yep.
Great, let's go for 10 on each hand. So pressing into the fingers, let's scrunch up that paper towel and open out. Fantastic. Great stuff, that's 4 down, 6 to go. Now remember to go at your own pace with these exercises. You might find that one hand is a little bit easier to move than the other. That's fine, take it as far as you feel comfortable. Make sure you're still pressing down into that paper towel. Looking good on that side. Great. Final one before we switch hands. Brilliant. Let's switch hands there. So again, pressing down into the pads as we scrunch that paper towel together and open out.
How many times a day would we want to be doing this?
So we usually recommend these 3 sets of 10 each day. It's great for getting the fingers moving, getting some blood flow to the muscles of the fingers there, getting the joints working. Looking good on that hand there, Sylvia. And last one. Great stuff. So let's get into our finger tendon glide stretch. For this exercise, we're going to start with our palm facing out. We're going to go through 3 main movements. That's the hook fist, the full fist, and the straight finger fist. Should we give that a go, Sylvia?
Yeah, how many times do we do this?
So I want you to do them as many as feels comfortable, but we're just going to do 3 on each hand. So let's start off with that hook fist, full fist, and then straight finger fist. Brilliant. Second time through, hook fist, full fist, straight finger fist. Last time through, hook fist, full fist, and straight finger fist. Let's take that on to the other side. And again, hook fist, full fist, straight finger fist. And again, hook fist. Takes a lot of coordination, this one. Full fist, straight finger fist. You're doing well to be keeping up. Hook fist, full fist, and straight finger fist. Brilliant. Next up is the thumb stretch. We're going to have our hand palm facing outwards, like you're trying to say stop. And we're steadily going to bring your thumb across to the base of the little finger there before we open up again. So, should we give that a go, Sylvia?
What is this going to do?
So, this exercise is great for stretching across through the muscles of the thumbs and tendon of the thumbs, And it's really helpful if you spend a lot of time on the computer using the mouse and things like this. So let's try, we'll go 5 rounds each side. So come across and steadily back, that's great. Really try reach as far as you comfortably can. Remember, go at your own pace. That's great. Last time before we switch sides. Brilliant there, Sylvia. Let's go on to the other side now. And again, taking your thumb right across the base of your little finger as best you can. Looking great. Last 2 there, Sylvia. Brilliant. Those exercises focus on our fingers and thumbs. Now we're going to go through some exercises for the wrist. Our next exercise is going to be the hand lift. So for this one, we're going to need a flat surface to rest our forearm and allow your hand to just hang over the edge. From there, we're going to gently pull it up, feeling a gentle stretch underneath the wrist before we slowly lower the hand back down. So Sylvia is going to use this rolled up towel, which is just going to give her a little bit more cushioning underneath the wrist. Should we give it a go, Sylvia?
It's so much more comfortable.
I tell you what, I'm going to steal some of that. Let's go, we'll try 5 on each side. So slowly coming up, that's it, get that gentle stretch and steadily back down. That's 1. 4 more to go. Brilliant, make sure that we're keeping that forearm firmly rested on the surface. Great stuff. Last 2, all the way up and all the way down. Final 1, lift that wrist up and all the way down. Great stuff. Let's swap over and work the other side. And let's go with that left side, coming up and gently back down. These exercises are great for getting our wrists moving in a controlled way, improving wrist mobility, and also alleviating some of the pain that you might be experiencing. All the way up. And final 1. That's great, everyone. Going into the wrist turns now. For this exercise, we're going to start with our palms facing down, elbows tucked into our waist at 90 degrees. We're slowly going to turn, palms facing up, where we'll hold for 5 seconds before we come back down. Now, Sylvia and I are going to work this exercise with 2 hands, but you can always go 1 hand at a time if that's more comfortable. You ready, Sylvia?
Ready?
Let's give it a go. Turn those hands up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back down. And again, let's turn them up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back down. Doing great, Sylvia. That's it, shows those palms to the ceiling. 3, 2, 1, turn them down and turn up. So these exercises are great to do 2 or 3 times a day. And steady back down and palms up. Great stuff there, Sylvia. 3, 2, 1, brilliant. So the last exercise of this routine is going to be the hand wave. Now for this exercise, we're going to need a nice strong surface. So Sylvia is going to use the table. You can use an armrest, but I'm going to use my knee for today. So to begin, we drop our forearm on the surface with our thumb facing up. We're slowly going to drop the wrist down before slowly raising it back up again. Let's try get 5 on each side. So slowly drop that wrist and back up. And again, slowly dropping down and back up. It's like I'm giving you a wave, Sylvia.
I'm not waving at you.
Oh no. Let's get our last 2. Final 1 before we switch sides. That's great. Now let's swap over. And again, starting with our thumbs up, forearms flat on the surface. Let's go down and up. And again, down and up.
Now I'm waving at you.
Finally. And last 2 repetitions. Final 1. Brilliant there, Sylvia. So Sylvia and I just worked 5 repetitions each side, but feel free to work 10 or 15 if you want to. And that's it. Hopefully we've improved the mobility in your hands and wrists today. Remember, you can practice those exercises multiple times throughout the day. How are you feeling, Sylvia?
Feeling great. Those exercises have really loosened up my hands and wrists.
Excellent. Don't forget you can do these exercises with a friend or family member. We'll see you next time, and remember, keep moving.